Morning, everyone. Welcome in. 4 for 4. Ryan Noonan, Connor Allen, little inactives, week 7. While we watch this London game, we get a reprieve from London next week. By the way, no London.
Really?
Which is nice.
I just thought it was like every week. That's awesome.
I know it's every week for a little stretch. I don't mind it. Same thing. Like I'm pretty good with the Monday Night Football 2 games too. That's fun. I don't know. We feel like that used to be just like a week 1 or week 2 thing, and now it seems to be pretty common. I think next week we also just have one Monday night game too. So. And a lot of buys next week too. So anyway, we're going through week 7, looking for some inactives. Going to pick off some stuff maybe through Sharp Stack as well. How are we doing today?
Good. I'm getting X'd here in the Discord. Just tried to release Tony Pollard rushing and receiving. Apparently, no one can bet that. So
why?
I don't know. It's let's see here. 48.5 is a. I mean, it sucks. So FanDuel is the only one that released rushing receiving. So it's basically a FanDuel only play, but the rushing was fine as well, which I included.
Okay.
So, but it's great.
Oh yeah. Tough crowd.
It's all right. It'll win, so it's fine. They'll get over it. But yeah, I don't know. There's a bunch of like random news today with like some Jacobs game time decision, but that's a 3:00 game, so we won't get that here, right?
Yeah, we're just not going to have anything to bet now on that, right? Because they're, wisely not. You're going to find Emmanuel Wilson lines, or although I think they did have like some softer books. I think and shout out to Jake. It pointed out to like I do think there was like some first touchdown, some like multi-touchdown stuff on Wilson. If that's your jam, that was probably not priced as if Jacob sits. I don't even know if I haven't looked to see if that's widely available at all, but that would be, I guess, some way to approach that if you wanted to speculate on him being out. 2 things there too. He's sick, and there was an ankle situation. So kind of a combination of things there too.
Yeah, I got some 5-1 anytime touchdown for Manny Wilson at one point. It looks like it's like 3 or 4-1 most spots. I don't know. I mean, if you want to dabble, I mean, that's fine. It's not a terrible play. I can't say we bet a ton of touchdowns, but in situations like this, I think it makes sense. For
sure. I totally agree. Yeah, it's not. I don't think we've ever given out like an official touchdown bet. In like the 6-7 years we've been doing shows together.
Yeah, let's see here. What else? There's
how about the weather? So the weather's a couple of big situations, obviously Miami, Cleveland game. And that seemed like it's been the same, other than like an initial report where people were speculating that we would see like monsoon type scenarios where we would get into like 60-mile-an-hour winds. It seems to be like if you see some like right now type stuff at the stadium, it sounds like it's going to be worse right now. And weather is going to be a problem all game, but I don't think it's going to be that type of stuff, right? We're going to have kind of consistent rain. We're going to have consistent wind. Gusts are going to be a problem. It doesn't look like it's going to be a situation where it's going to be 50+ mile-an-hour winds, but the total's taking a beating. Prop market's taking a beating. Anything that you want to touch on there? And then obviously the Chicago weather is not great as well. Totals dipped in that Saints and Bears game.
Yeah, I think you nailed it with the Cleveland weather. Like, I mean, everything's accounted for, so like don't double count like the weather right now. I also don't think like it's like second half. What's his name? Kevin Roth was saying that like it's going to be basically gone, like so it'll be fine. So I think that's kind of interesting. Not gone, but like it'll be like 10, 15 mile per hour winds, not like 25+. So
yeah.
I think that's kind of interesting. And then Chicago weather. I mean, it's pissing right now. It's just a lot of rain. It's been raining. So they don't take care of Soldier Field. So it's going to be slippery. Like that's probably the biggest problem, I would say. Not really even like the wind. It's just like it's wet. And when Soldier Field gets wet, it's just a total mess. So
the Bears even are not activating Grady Jarrett because of it. You just want to make sure that he's 100%. They don't want to put him out there on a shitty wet field. So it's just kind of interesting.
We got Jacoby Myers inactive officially, which is interesting. I don't think that there's like, let's see here, Trey Tucker. I'm seeing maybe some stuff at Hard Rock 45.5. If that interests you at all. Michael Mayer, 35.5 as well. Maybe these are stale from like MGM Hard Rock, but
Yeah. I played a juicy Mayer over 3.5 receptions yesterday, but I would take the reception look versus yards on him, but I would wait and see. I mean, nothing that jumps out at me. And the Raiders pass catchers outside of him catching some layups, personally. This is not necessarily good football players. It's a tough matchup. I don't know.
right. Yeah, it's like who else are they like? Is it gonna be Dante Thornton and Jack Besh and like
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I would love to take an under on one of those guys if I mean like they're gonna inflate whatever just because these guys are out and like I mean Dante Thornton just been doing cardio for like a month and then was benched basically and then
Yeah.
you know I mean Jack Besh could be okay, I think, right?
We have no idea. I mean, I bet you'd be because I think you'd see some people trying to steam it, thinking that they're getting in good, as if the market's not accounting for Jacoby Myers to be out or
Yeah.
Brock Bowers to be out, and then like a half an hour before kick, would probably be peak ancillary Raiders numbers, and you'd be able to kind of come in on the back end and take an under on that, or just probably splash the board, right? Like it's going to take smaller positions and bet unders across the board. I have that right now with some tackle plays.
Oh, okay.
So I've gone through it. Feel pretty good about where I am on like game, like Raiders snaps in that game. And I'm like, I parlayed Raiders under tackle bets that are available because I feel they're correlated. I mean, it's
Yeah.
all, like the primary driver of anything when we're making projections is snaps in the game, right? So if I feel like I have a really good snap number, it's going to impact the line across the board. So it's not necessarily like, oh, I would take this under and that's going to help this other guy go over. It's like, no, they're all attached to snaps.
Right.
So I've sprinkled some of those. I did the inverse in the Miami Cleveland game where I feel like I have pretty good numbers and I feel like there's some overs on Miami, maybe an over on Carson Schlesinger, and just kind of feeling like if I'm right, these are all kind of correlated together. And so, yeah,
I like that.
Some unders on the Raiders tackles is some advice this morning.
Yeah, that's a great look. I'm gonna pop up Sharp Stack here because there's a couple of plays that are popping up right now that I think we should talk about that are fun.
Yeah, I'm just looking at inactives. I don't see anything else that is surprising or anything that would impact things. Yeah, let's take a look.
Let's see here. So a couple of things here that are popping that I think are really strong. Let me just blow this up for you guys. I think you'll be able to see it. Kamara DK, I think that's correct.
We
right?
landed on DK as the pronunciation here.
Yeah, like I don't know if this guy's seeing 3 targets. So minus 155 here. It's like again minus 200 other places, minus or like 1.5 other spots. I know they got to throw to someone, but I'm pretty convinced this guy sucks. So would have to. It would take a lot to get 3 receptions for him, unless they just go super pass heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you got any? Are you going back to the Gunnar Helm?
I'm not touching anything Titans related. Absolutely not. No.
Also, we're experimenting with some line movement on the odds screen here. It looks like so it's like Sean's like creating different like gradients of like when things move, which is kind of interesting. Experiment with some different colors here. What that'll look like, just like show like live movement and it'll flash. So that's kind of fun. Let's see here. What's Gunnar Helm's number at right here?
I don't even care. I'm out.
16 and a half, 75.
It's probably a good look, to be honest. I would be probably smart to martingale some of the plays that I liked last week because Jahmyr Gibbs receiving yards I think is a good look again this week. So there's some spots for sure. The Helm line is probably fine. I just think they get absolutely boat raced. The Titans have the league's worst, arguably the league's worst pass rush across the board, and they're missing like their best guys. I mean, Drake May is going to have whatever time he needs, I would think, in the pocket. Now, Jeffrey Simmons can wreak havoc, and maybe he has a day. But in terms of edge rushers, they're down bad. So the Pats could boat race them.
Yeah, I agree. I think Pat's smash. I mean, that was part of the reason for Pollard under. If he's not running pass routes, then like he's not going to
Yeah.
be playing all that much. And or if they fall behind, he's not going to be running that much. So it's just like not. Yeah, he's just not going to play. Chris Moore, are you a Chris Moore guy? We talked about
Yeah.
him.
Remember I told you yesterday, I was hoping that the Chris
Yeah.
Moore, it was like on the soft books. It looked like 20 and a half, 29 and a half. In terms of like the, non Debo, non Terry McLaurin, receivers there. He ran by far the most routes last week, right? Like Luke McCaffrey got there on a single deep long target. I think that Jayden Lane is actually a pretty interesting prospect, but Chris Moore was out there a ton. So in the matchup is so soft.
We got both at 37.5. Do we have Luke McCaffrey numbers 40? I mean, they just don't really know what to do with any of these guys. So they're just like putting them all basically the same.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
I would lean more. I would expect more. But again, I also played soft, soft book Ertz receptions. I think that's probably the best way to go. I don't even know what that number is now.
Yeah, let's see. Receptions for Ertz.
It was juicy 3.5. Yeah, 4.5 is juiced up a little bit.
4.5, yeah.
Yeah. I played juicy 3.5, which I feel good about.
Damn. That's good luck. That's interesting. Ollie Gordon, 12.5 rushing yards. Yeah, that's probably a good luck. I mean, he's gonna see. I mean, it might take him 5 carries to get there, but he should see 4 or 5 carries. So
I mean 17.5 on FanDuel. I mean, if you can get down on Hard Rock, that's probably a pretty good look.
That's a good look. I like that. A-chain receptions. There's like this back and forth with the weather that I have in my head of like, I think Jake might have played something of like, oh, well, they'll be forced to check it down more. So like these guys, like receptions are gonna be a good look, but then I'm also like, are they even gonna throw? Because football coaches just hate weather too. So they just like don't throw and they just run the ball like 3rd and 7. They're just like, yeah, whatever, we'll just run it. It doesn't matter. So it's like this like ongoing debate in my head, like what matters more. So I just kind of don't bet it. But I don't know. Do you have a
no, I agree with you. I mean, the thing with A-Chain, it's kind of a different beast just because, they're lacking for playmakers. He's used, out wide in the slot at such a high rate. And then you get to his arm in weather at all or slick ball doesn't feel great. And also, it's another approach in terms of how you would attack Cleveland's defense, right? If you can't run really well against them, you probably want to use the short passing game a little bit more too. So I get the play. It's not anything that I'm on this morning, but I get why I got steamed.
Yep. Yeah. Makes sense. We talked about Chris Moore, but yeah, I don't know. Great looks. Like again, just for reference for anyone watching here, like, I mean, anything, even a couple EV percent, like I think is awesome. Like, you can get minus 129. That's like minus 150 bookmaker, minus 160 Pinnacle here with Wandale. A lot of good looks here, I think, on the board this morning. So with that, and then like the new additions in the prop screen, I think is awesome. The middles tool. There you go. If you like betting some middles, like it's kind of interesting.
Close to Loveland. I know Jake was on Higgins, right? He played Higgins.
Yeah. Do we have any Jalen Knoll props? That's what I'm waiting for. I want to play some Jalen Knoll. And I don't think we got any yet. No, we got nothing.
All right. It's the thought there, just more routes. Christian Kirk out post.
Yeah, the
rookie bump.
Yeah, the plug was saying that he's going to run more routes.
Okay.
And I mean, it's not going to be that much more, but like, I don't know, maybe it'll be like, he's been running around like 30%. So maybe he's like 60, 70%, something like that, which would be, I mean, the problem is we're not going to get a number till what's his name is out. So Kirk's definitely out, but but we will get a number, but it's like, if it's like 15, then I'm in, but if it's like 26, then I'm probably out,
Yeah. And we're still waiting on injury news for the Seattle secondary too, right? Still waiting on, on Love. We're still waiting on Spoon. We need to know what's going on with those guys too. But I mean, I'm with you either way. If we're going to run 60s to 70% of the routes and he's lined in the teens, it's probably a decent look.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. I think that was pretty much it for me. Do you have anything else?
No, nothing else. Nope. Let's see. the weather's probably a factor, but overblown. And like you said, I think the important piece is don't overcount it. It is currently more than baked in.
Yeah.
If anything, maybe you have opportunities to kind of buy into some other things on the other side.
Yeah, should we like fade the weather? I mean, I think you could honestly put together a pretty decent parlay of like fading the weather, but
Yeah.
I thought about doing some on FanDuel. They have like quarter props, so you can take like each quarter for a player. So you could take like, and the weather's supposed to ease up in the second half, so you could do like Gabriel and Tua under first quarter or under first half, and then like overs in the second half. Which
Interesting.
I don't know, I'm gonna put something together. I'm gonna give it a whirl and see what happens and see what the odds are.
Yeah. The way you put that out, hashtag engagement, feed the brand,
Hashtag engagement. Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, that parlay is blowing up, dude. That thing is
every week. That parlay is yeah.
I have no idea
insane.
why. It's like, I mean, it's already lost. Devontae is just not doing anything. I mean, he's having a good game, a 4 for 34 and 2, but like the Jags are just fucking dead in arrival, like in London. So
yeah, because they're not good, and we've been there too. We've been on the Jags suck bandwagon. So
yeah, shout out to us. But yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's it. Nothing else popping that I think is worth shouting out. So sweet, love it. Hey, tackles are coming back. I feel like we're revived. There's some like I might have some more plays this morning. I'm getting some widely available tackle lines on Builder and DraftKings and Caesar today. So I feel like we're down bad for a couple weeks, and now I feel like we're back. We're coming up.
Hell yeah, love it.
So, all right, sweet. Appreciate it. Everyone take advantage of this. SharpStack free 7-day trial. Again, so you can, on the back end after your free 7-day trial, MTL 50 for 50% off of your first month. And again, we are filling all sports here too. So just a matter of days between now and the NBA starting, NHL, everything is in there. So college football weekend, I had some college football. My son is 17 and like chomping at the bit to try to like start betting sports. And I was showing him this yesterday. And while I'm showing him the tool, I'm like, oh, this is actually a pretty good play. So I took an under passing yard prop bust. I'm like, look how easy this is. I just click bet right here. It takes me right to the book. No, yeah, good dad. But anyway,
that's amazing.
Yeah, hey, college football winner on the game. I watched 0, but I had more money in my account this morning in that book than I did last night. So we'll take it. So check it out. Free 7-day trial. And then again, if you want to just try it out for a month, MTL 50% off. So good luck everyone this week. I'll come back tomorrow, 4 for 4 live, move the line wherever you listen to podcasts. Connor and I will be here at 3 p.m. Eastern to talk about what we saw today and then look ahead at the week 8 lines. So for Connor and Ryan, we'll see you all next time. Good luck, everyone.